16-year-old girl is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries tonight after she was hit by a car while walking to school. This happened near Broadway and Country Club. Police say the teen was in the crosswalk but did not have the green light when she was hit. Tempe officers are still looking for the driver in a dark SUV who they say fled after hitting the girl. If you have any information, contact Tempe Police. We're getting new details in a fiery plane crash that killed 5 people at Mesa's Falcon Field Airport last month. The preliminary report is out from the NTSB. Security video captured the airplane accelerating down the runway, but for some reason, it began to decelerate and never got off the ground. The plane, though, continued off the end of the runway, slamming into a fence, into a road, and into a car on Greenfield Road. 4 people in the plane died along with the driver of the car. 1 minor on board survived. Officials say the plane was thoroughly investigated and there was no sign of any mechanical problems. Officials are still trying to figure out why the plane attempted to slow down well into its takeoff. Arizona hitting another record today with a high temperature in the 80s. It feels perfect. Pretty mild. Yeah, it feels good. Yeah, I'm not complaining about this. Are we going to get hysterical because it's a little over the average?
Yes.
Okay. We are? Well, take it somewhere else.
Oh, aggressive. I was outside trying to do a run today, and I was way too sweaty for December, okay? That's my complaint.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, it was a warm day out there. We saw those above average temperatures across the state and records in Phoenix. So we ended up seeing that high of 82. We're still sitting there taking a live look out to the valley. Definitely a gorgeous day. So we're definitely not disputing that. But the records did hit 82. That's 13 degrees warmer than we should be for this time of year and broke the old record of 81 that was set back in 1940. And across the state, those temperatures were anywhere from around 6 to 10 degrees warmer than normal, with Phoenix really as the outlier with that 13-degree warmer than normal temperatures. And we can definitely thank some urban heat island for that. But even up to the north, Flagstaff, temperatures 9 degrees above average with a high of 54. Show Low with 55, Prescott with 65 degrees today, and Casa Grande with 78. Now we are going to start cooling things down over the next couple of days, but it's still going to be warmer than typical December temperatures. I'll be breaking that down in my full forecast.
All right, Erica, thank you. The issue of abortion in Arizona is once again headed to court. Today, abortion advocates sued the state of Arizona to undo the current 15-week abortion law. They argue the current law conflicts with the recent abortion measure that was overwhelmingly approved by voters in last month's election. They say it's too restrictive. That ballot measure enshrined abortion rights into Arizona's constitution up to fetal viability, which doctors describe as around 24 weeks or so. But the measure did not rewrite pre-existing state law. Nominees for President-elect Donald Trump's incoming cabinet are on Capitol Hill visiting with lawmakers right now. They're hoping to win support from senators before next month's confirmation hearings. Fox 10's Mark Martinez joins us now with more. Mark.
Yeah, John and Christina, today the Trump transition team officially signed the agreement with the Justice Department, and that allows the FBI to begin background checks and other processes for nominees and staff members. This comes as some of those nominees head to D.C. to help curry favor with lawmakers who could ultimately confirm them. Pete Hegseth back on Capitol Hill meeting with senators. President-elect Trump's nominee to be defense secretary still facing scrutiny over past remarks objecting to women in combat roles.
How do you feel about the women in combat?
We have amazing women who serve in our military. Amazing women.
Do you think they should be in combat?
I think they're already in combat.
It comes as Hegseth faces accusations of sexual, financial, and personal misconduct during his time running 2 veterans advocacy groups. Despite the controversy, several senators say he has their full support. Several senators also meeting with Pam Bondi, Trump's Attorney General nominee.
I urged her to root out corruption in the Department of Justice and the FBI. I told her that it was a significant priority of mine.
Closed-door meetings also expected with Trump's Treasury Secretary nominee, Scott Bessent. According to Fox Business, He'll be meeting with newly chosen Senate Majority Leader John Thune and Majority Whip John Barrasso later this week. Everyone hoping to win support before facing Democrats at confirmation hearings.
If President-elect Trump puts forward qualified, capable leaders for the important pieces of our national security and our federal government, he'd get bipartisan support. What's happening right now feels more like a casting call for a reality TV show.
And confirmation hearings for all the nominees are expected to start with the new Congress in January. Reporting in the studio, Mark Martinez, Fox 10 News.